Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We are transforming our usual deep dive into a fast-paced, high-stakes game show. So if you've been gearing up for your summative test on emerging Asian popular cultures and arts, well, you're in the absolute perfect place. We're going to lock in your answers across 5 levels of increasing difficulty, perfectly mapped to Bloom's taxonomy of learning. So go ahead and grab your mental buzzer, get comfortable, and let's see just how much of a cultural expert you really are. Okay, let's dive right into this interactive format. We're going to test your knowledge starting from basic foundational facts all the way up to creative mastery. We'll be pulling directly from our source material on Asian performing and visual arts, navigating through understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and finally creating. So, are you ready to level up your brain? Let's get this review started. All right, Level 1, Understanding Asian Arts. Let's find out how well you know your basic concepts. Here is your very first multiple-choice challenge. What exactly does K-pop stand for? Is it A, Korean pop, B, Japanese pop, or C, Chinese pop? Lock in your answers. If you guessed A, you are absolutely correct. K-pop stands for Korean pop. But remember, for your test, it is not just basic pop music. It's a vibrant, massive genre originating from South Korea that encompasses a huge range of musical styles. We're talking hip-hop, R&B, electronic, and rock, all characterized by those incredibly catchy melodies and perfectly synchronized choreography. Moving right along, let's test your visual arts vocabulary. What is the primary difference between manga and anime? Is it A, both are printed comic books, B, manga are books, anime are shows, or C, both are 2D animations? The correct answer is B. Manga specifically refers to Japanese-style graphic novels, basically book-length comic books. Anime, on the other hand, consists of the actual shows and movies, specifically the genre of Japanese-style 2D, hand-drawn, or computer-generated animation. So just remember, manga are books, anime are shows. Let's wrap up Level 1 with this one. What does the term cosplay stand for? Is it A, comic play, B, custom play, or C, costume play? If you selected C, costume play, you have officially aced the foundational level. Cosplay is this massively popular performance art and hobby where people wear these incredibly elaborate outfits of their favorite fictional characters from movies, TV shows, video games, and comics. Moving on up to Level 2, Applying Cultural Concepts. Let's see if you can identify these art forms in the wild. So, if you're watching a broadcasted animated show featuring famous characters, like Ash and Pikachu from Pokemon, what art form does that represent? Is it A, manga, B, anime, or C, cosplay? Shout it out. If you said B, anime, you nailed it. Because it is made from a series of drawings that give the appearance of motion on a screen, it fits the strict definition of anime, rather than a printed graphic novel. Now think about this. If you see someone decked out in an incredibly detailed, highly authentic costume of a fictional character, what performance art are they doing? Is it A, street art, B, anime, or C, cosplay? Yep, this is C, cosplay. Applying what we know from the source material, it's not just about putting on a dress or a suit. Cosplayers also act in character, literally bringing two-dimensional art to life in the real world. Let's test your application of music genres. Which Asian pop genre features legendary acts like Arashi and baby metal? Is it A, K-pop, B, J-pop, or C, C-pop? The correct answer is B, J-pop. Originating from Japan, J-pop has been a prominent driving force in Japanese culture for decades. It is incredibly influential, boasting diverse musical styles, strong vocal performances, and really deep ties to multimedia, heavily influencing music scenes both domestically and around the globe. All right, Level 3, Analyzing Art Forms. Time to critically look at the deeper distinctions and some common misconceptions surrounding these movements. Let's test those analytical skills. In Japan, what does the term anime strictly refer to? Is it A, only Japanese cartoons, B, any animated film worldwide, or C, printed graphic novels? The answer is B, and there is a massive global misconception here. While the rest of the world uses these terms specifically for Japanese comics and Japanese animated films, over in Japan, the definitions are actually much broader. Technically, anime refers to any animated film, regardless of where it's from, and manga refers to any printed cartoon. It's a fascinating linguistic shift when you cross borders. Let's analyze another music genre. According to our curriculum texts, what distinguishes C-pop or Chinese pop? Is it A, solely hip-hop beats, B, lyrical depth and visual aesthetics, or C, always uses spray paint? Lock it in. The answer is B. C-pop is really noted for its diverse musical styles, profound lyrical depth, stunning visual aesthetics, and deep cultural significance within Chinese-speaking regions and beyond, featuring absolute megastars like Jay Chou and GEM. How about the visual arts? Which materials are noted in our sources as being used to create Asian street art? A, oil on canvas, B, computer-generated graphics, or C, emulsion and spray paint? The correct answer is C. To ensure public visibility and create distinct personal styles, street artists utilize raw urban mediums like emulsion, spray paint, permanent markers, and even recyclable materials to bring their vibrant mural paintings to life right in the city streets. Welcome to Level 4, Evaluating Creative Motivations. Let's get into the psychological why behind these massive cultural movements. Let's evaluate the psychology of cosplay. According to the psychological sources provided, why exactly do cosplayers use this hobby for creative self-expression? A, to explore different facets of identity, B, to write original graphic novels, or C, to sell their costumes? The answer is A. Embodying a character actually allows individuals to experiment with various personas and aspects of themselves that they might not feel totally comfortable expressing in their everyday lives. It's a really powerful tool for identity transformation. Building on that exact thought, how does cosplay fulfill the specific psychological motivation of escaping reality? Does it A, fulfill mundane daily routines, B, provide unfulfilled dreams and fantasies, or C, build financial wealth? If you evaluated the text and chose B, you are correct. Cosplaying allows individuals to step completely outside the boundaries of everyday life, providing young people with dreams, pleasures, and a sense of adventure and wonder that might just be lacking in their otherwise mundane daily routines. Now, let's evaluate K-pop's footprint on the world stage. What explicitly shows its unprecedented global success? A, breaking records in album sales and streaming, B, pioneering hand-drawn 2D animations, or C, originating mural painting? The answer is clearly A. The text explicitly cites that acts like BTS, Blackpink, and 17 have garnered millions upon millions of fans worldwide, smashing numerous records in album sales, streaming numbers, and generating truly massive social media engagement. And finally, Level 5, creating masterpieces. This is the final boss level. Let's synthesize all our data to create accurate cultural profiles. Okay, if you combine Origin Korea, a really strong emphasis on visuals, and artists like Twice and EXO, what master profile have you just created? Is it A, K-pop, B, J-pop, or C, C-pop? That's right, it's A. You have perfectly built the ultimate K-pop profile. It's this exact, potent combination of intense visuals, crazy fan engagement, and super catchy melodies that makes it a worldwide phenomenon. Let's try one more synthesis. What integrated creative work is produced when you combine Origin, China, deep lyrical depth, and artists like Jay Chou and GEM? A, J-pop, B, anime, or C, C-pop? The correct answer is C. This specific set of data synthesizes perfectly into a C-pop cultural profile. All right, here is your final test question to secure your total mastery. To create a true, fully integrated cosplay masterpiece, what two elements must you successfully combine? Is it A, spray paint and emulsion, B, authentic costume and acting in character, or C, digital graphics and bookbinding? Lock in your final answer. It is B. A successful cosplay isn't just about the visual outfit. It requires the creator to also be a subject matter expert who acts in character, fully bridging the gap between the fictional world and reality. Congratulations on surviving the Ultimate Asian Arts Quiz. You just navigated all the way from basic understanding up to creating integrated, complex profiles. But I want to leave you with one final provocative thought to take with you beyond this explainer. We've seen just how powerful Japanese, Korean, and Chinese arts are on a global scale, but how will you integrate your own local culture into these global formats? Could we see a massive rise in P-pop groups reflecting unique Filipino stories? Could you create an absolute cosplay masterpiece based on legendary local superheroes like Darna, La Stickman, or Captain Barbell? The tools and the formats are out there, literally just waiting for your local voice. Keep studying, keep creating, and I'll see you next time.